Alright, hey Ratmus, hey Doom, hey Fish, hey everyone. Obviously, we're back here with part 6. No guide challenge, no backseating, I don't care what my panels say. I have not heard yet from Song. Yes, they are. So here we are. Welcome to the Shadow Temple, which should be pretty linear. I'm not too worried about this. I mean, the most difficult dungeon to do should have been the Water Temple anyways. If I can get past that, I can get past anything, right? Hey, soldier. Yes. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this or if anyone cares. I did not get a message from Twitch. However, I have gone to... Basically, it's confirmed that I do have a second emote slot for Tier 1 subs. I do have that. I have asked Jams to possibly make a new emote, but he says he's busy and he's not sure when he can get to it. I do appreciate all of my Rockman subs, and I hope you guys can get a new emote soon. And by the way, Ratmus, I forgot to tell you this, but every time you've been gifting subs to people, you've been charging that through Amazon, and Song has actually been the one paying for those. You should have been using your own PayPal. She probably already talked to you about it. She did not? Okay, so... What is... Okay, so doing this, I guess, unlocks that door, but that doesn't help me because they don't have hover boots, so let's go get the hover boots first. She probably doesn't even care about you paying her back because she's like that. But if you want to buy people subs and you want to have you pay for it, you need to set it for your PayPal, not Amazon. Because when I gift subs to people, not in my channel, but like I've gifted Steffi Pie subs to people, and it goes through my PayPal. Yes, everyone who Ratmus gifted a sub to now demands a refund. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of blood on your hands, this temple is full of ill will and blood. Now, everyone knows that if you have the lens of truth, which you can't have the first time you fight this guy, but you can see where he is. See that black spot on the ground that's only visible with the lens of truth? And a bomb would have revealed him if I hadn't been caught by that hand. Turn it off, please. Also, back when E-rated games could call kids fairy boys and no one batted an eye, right? Let's see if that's close enough. Yep. No! Remember that time that guy in Zelda 2 was like, with boots I could walk on water and everyone thought he was insane? What if somebody was like, with boots I could hover above the ground, then people would really think he's insane? If you're talking about GTA games, then yes. Earliest dungeon item ever? Earliest dungeon item ever. You know, that... I mean, there's gotta be dungeon items in Zelda 1 that were earlier, right? Maybe in a 3D game. Speaking of Zelda 1, I tried to test Zelda 1 for the Famicom, but I really need to clean it. And I just have been lazy. Actually, Ratmus bought 3 new games, all Japanese games, and I need to clean them and test them, and I've just been lazy. I thought it was this one over here. Maybe I'm thinking of Master Quest again? Yes, because I'm a lazy boy, and Hyrule's safety depends on a lazy boy. Chair. There's no point in killing that Beamos because it'll just respawn. Hey Zelda, how's it going? What are you eating? Because you have to tell us. Spaghetti and garlic bread made by fish. Sounds awesome. Ratmus is gonna snail mail you a personal check. Alright, so this is the Spinning Blades room plural? Is there a Gold Skull Chula in here? I'm not sure. Obviously I don't want to go over there. Unless this is maybe Spinning Blade room singular. I'm not even sure anymore. Okay, that's not the hook shot. A bomb is not the hook shot. I don't hear a Gold Skull Chula, so maybe there's not one here. Actually, I don't think there is a Gold Skull Chula in this room now that I think about it. I think the first one is later in the dungeon. Really? There's no hidden chests? I guess that's only in Master Quest. Okay, so so that, I don't want to go there. There's nothing in here. I don't see any other chests on the map. I don't hear any Skulltulas or anything. Talk about super fairies. Here's a super fairy. Now what song is it? Just looking at chat. Song, how long till you're ready? Okay, well, no rush. Enjoy your food. I think this room is only a Gold Skulltula, and it is the first Gold Skulltula in this dungeon. Pretty sure. I don't know if that counts as 1 or 2 blades. Freaking get wrecked. Thought there was invisible keys or something. Love some beef stew and biscuits. Well, maybe in a little while. Actually, in a little while, I have more tuna casserole to eat. Alright, so that was the first Gold Skulltula, obviously. And I think that's it for here. I don't know what the official name is, like on the Zelda wiki or anything like that, for the fairies that come out of here that I always call super fairies. There's one right here. Play the Song of Storms and it'll come. have no idea, clearly. So, for the past few weeks, Ratmus has been working at a job painting a house that somebody's trying to sell. I don't know what the relationship is. You know, I don't even know this person who's selling the house. But anyways, Ratmus has been working really hard painting this house, and he's going to get a lot of money, but the person is not paying him a cent until after the house sells. So the other thing is that's why Ratmus is going to be working tomorrow to finish the house painting, and that's why he won't be able to stream, right, Ratmus? You're totally going to finish it tomorrow, and that's it forever? Those people who played songs Mario Maker level based on the Shadow Temple did not listen to the Stone Umbrella hint and realized that they were not supposed to just run under the spikes like an idiot. They were supposed to find the Stone Umbrella. Next week, oh god. So yeah, there will not be a Rockman and Ratmus stream tomorrow, but Ratmus, you're totally going to come over and bring Culver's, apparently. You know, you could also bring Brown's Chicken, but I know you want... Yes. I mean, the fact that Nintendo shut down the Miiverse, so now nobody can see those hints anyways, even if they were there, sucks. And as I always have to point out, this is the only Gold Skull Chula that's the same in dungeons between here and Master Quest. Most of these chests are just crap, but I can pick them up. I mean, if somebody watches that highlight of me playing your Ghost of a Chance level, they will know for sure that there are 4 dusty bookcases right over there, and they will listen to the song. And they will love it. Not to mention, Ratmus made a great level based off the Princess Bride, which had wonderful messages, which no longer exist, like, you know, the secrets of the Fire Swamp, and Best the Spaniard. There goes that heart. Oh, look at all these rupees that are totally useless to me. I was hoping maybe I would get that one, but I figured I was offline a bit. Did you mute the stream?
Hello.
Hi, Song.
I hear echo. Going away? Yes. Okay. First I was like, oh god, that echo. Oh, were you complaining that Ratmus is working hard painting the house but hasn't gotten any money yet because they won't pay him till he's done?
Well, I mean, I guess I was complaining on behalf of Ratmus, yeah.
Well, you do know that's completely standard, right? Like, unless you need money beforehand to, say, like, buy supplies, like, you don't get paid for the work until it's done in the construction-y world. Thank you, Ratmus.
I mean...
You don't have to like it. I'm just saying that that's... normal.
It's probably normal if you're like, you know, a contractor with a contracting business.
No, it's especially normal when the person's working freelance because, sorry to say this, but lots of freelancers are flaky. And yes, we have 100% faith and trust in Ratmus, but that does not mean that everyone does.
I mean, who said I had 100% faith and trust in Ratmus? Oh, speaking of picking up bomb flowers as an adult...
Yes, I thought I proved that earlier. Well, I didn't prove it to y'all. I just did it off stream. But, yeah. By the way, I was gonna start complaining. Why do you keep wearing the hover boots? Like, what's his face did when he was like, "Oh wow, I got this new item. I'm going to have to wear this new item 24/7." And he just would not take the fucking hover boots off. Yeah, same Boney. It's easy not to notice, Rock Band.
No, it's easy not to notice when, like, if you're tabbed out or something and I go live again, you know, Twitch is stupid and it doesn't automatically come back.
You're supposed to be, like, completely offended and, like, whatever.
Oh, I was offended, yes.
Yes. No.
When I worked electrical construction, I got paid by the hour whether the job was done or not.
Well, yes, because you were an employee, not a freelancer. Your boss or the company you worked for did not get paid until the job was done. Like, yes, they were paying you as an employee because they have to pay you as an employee. But the business, did not get paid until the job was done, unless they needed money up front to buy supplies. Which is kind of a form of a down payment.
Some super fairies come out for the Sun Song, some for the Song of Storms. Like in this room, it came out for the Sun Song when I stunned those guys, but like the ones in the previous room, the Song of Storms.
Yeah, going off what Doom says, it's like I get paid hourly by my attorneys. But like, even if I work on a case like a ton and we lose it, and like say my bosses were doing that completely like pro bono or something, so they get nothing, I still get paid because I'm an employee. Face hugger.
Because I was frozen today. Welcome back, Dragmire.
Hi, Dragmire. Probably. Because on LinkedIn.
What about Doug from that Nickelodeon show or whatever?
I almost had the ditty in my head, but I know I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm just keeping quiet.
Like Agent Kent? Someone is playing the piano and singing Bohemian Rhapsody where? So we're going to hear Bohemian Rhapsody tomorrow night. I'm going to use fish strats.
Did you fail at fish strats?
Well, I got hit. Does that count as failing?
I think so. I don't know. Are you going to be told redundantly to get off the boat?
That's redundant, yes. I think there's 2 more gold skill shoes. I'm a little confused about this version versus Master Quest. see one here, which might be in Master Quest. Does it say something about how I wasn't sure if you had to use fire arrows or not?
Does the guide say anything about how you can hit a bomb with a sword and it'll go off? Like in Boron City, when you're a child?
Hit a bomb arrow with a sword and it'll go off?
No way! You have to dense fire. One or the other, right?
Is that how you did the hot rudder guy? I did not know that you could beat the game without the fire arrows until... Was that you, Sam, who was streaming it? Because, like... Oh, shit. I still don't know how you're supposed... For God's sakes. How the hell are you supposed to get past that part of Ganon's tower without fire arrows? I don't know.
Is there a thing you can shoot arrows through?
There's a room where you have to
fish. Yes, that's what I meant. Fish.
Yeah, but like I just don't get the angles how it's possible. I mean, it would be easier once I get to that point, because like it's a circular room and there's torches around the room, but you need to shoot a web in the ceiling, and so like I don't know. If somebody streamed it and I watched it, I don't remember, and I've obviously never tried it. To me, it's insane, to beat this game without fire arrows or without 100%. So I don't know why that would even be.
I'm insane.
I don't know why that would even be an option of not, having fire arrows.
Hey, Rockman, you just called me insane. I like pointing these things out to him.
I'm sure I called like 90%, maybe even 100% of chat insane, and I don't give a fuck.
Why do you insist on getting the...
I mean, I could see how it's physically possible to beat the game without Neighbor's Love, but I use fire arrows for so many different situations, it never occurred to me in a million years that they wouldn't be required. So I totally misjudged where that was. I mean, when I was a teenager, I never used Neighbor's Love or Furor's Wind. I mainly never used Neighbor's Love just because I thought, with getting all the hearts and everything, the game is just so easy to begin with. It's like, why would you ever be in so much trouble where you would need to be invulnerable? I don't know why the fuck I can't do this. And I just never used Furor's Courage either, because I guess I didn't see the value of it or how to use it properly. The more I've played this game, the more I've seen the great uses for when Furor's Courage is really needed to be used, and I really should have used it in the Water Temple, and I didn't.
Well, I think, like, when you get it, it's kind of, like, explained to be, oh, you can, like, set this up in the dungeon and get out of the dungeon faster. It's not actually, like, explained to be, like, you can get back to any room, like, where you entered.
And that was freaking pointless. But yeah, in the water temple and the forest temple, there are certain occasions where you need to backtrack or you need to go really out of your way to like get a key or something, and then once you get that key you need to go all the way back to like a locked door. So like if you put the Farore's Wind by the locked door or by like the main hub, and then once you get that key or whatever you need, you just warp back there. It saves so much time, is the main thing. Okay, well I got all 5 Gold Skull Chulas in the Shadow Temple confirmed.
You know, this is probably why. Like, okay, you got Farore's Wind. This is a warp magic you can use with C. Warp when you are in danger. You will teleport to the warp point. When you first shoot blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's probably like, I'm never in danger. Why would I ever use this? That's probably the misleading sentence that got people. And I'm not saying, it's kind of like, it doesn't purely say that, but that's the misleading, especially to younger minds.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Sorry.
You're talking about using...
You just get crushed by the spikes.
Did you say what happens?
Huh?
It's like you fell off a pit. It goes, "Wah!" and then fades to black, and then you restart the room and you lose a heart. The way I think Fish is describing using Farore's Wind, that's like Uku in Twilight Princess, right? But again, it's like there's not really a need to like, oh, I need to leave the dungeon and go get something and come back.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Great Fairy Sword, it's certainly, I think it's bigger, it looks different, and I think it does more damage. But even though both of them you can't use a shield with, I've always liked the Big Goron Sword better than the Fairy Sword, just because using a C item for a sword, I don't like that.
Yeah, I did not like the C item thing. And also, as much as getting all of those fairies in a dungeon was an accomplishment, like, this one you really, really work for the Goron Sword. Like, you put a lot of work into getting this thing.
I think getting all the fairies in Stone Tower Temple was also a lot of work, but you just get it so late in the game, too. Whereas you can get the Big Goron Sword, very quickly, or at least halfway.
Well, immediately upon adulthood.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that you could do that for a long time, and maybe some people don't realize that you can do the Big Goron Sword immediately upon becoming an adult. Assuming you have blue fire.
No, I agree. Getting all the fairies is hard, but I don't know. It's kind of like it's part of a dungeon versus something like so questy and like I'm on an adventure. Quest. Does that make sense? You take the dungeon item.
I don't know, I'm failing over here. Sadly, Doom, I don't have ice arrows to beat this boss with.
Wow.
And yeah, I think like I hardly ever used the Great Fairy Sword at all, but like maybe in a recent playthrough, the one time I used it was like after you beat Stone Tower Temple, there's that like mini boss rush you can do for a heart piece. So you're fighting mini bosses, and I was using the sword a little bit there, and yeah, it's powerful. No!
if you've already tempered and everything and gilded your own sword, it's kind of like, but I got the powerful sword that I spent a long time getting with effort.
Yeah. I guess that's true also, but I only beat the boss without Fierce Deity once, and I don't remember if I used the regular sword or the Great Fairy sword. I probably just used. I probably forgot about the. I don't remember. Fuck.
Yeah, use lightning arrows. You hit the two hands, and then he's going to charge you in the middle between the two hands. So you just hit him with the bow and arrow, and then you slash, slash, slash the eye. Oh, as in like what he is?
He's Well, what did it say at the beginning? Something 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 bongo bongo. What was the description? I'm sure Doom knows. He's a phantom shadow beast. There, doesn't that answer your question? The old phantom shadow beast. The old phantom shadow beast. Also, I mean, it's a ripoff of like 77 other Nintendo bosses. It was. I think it was probably somebody was like, how can we reuse that android boss, the one with the face and the two hands that we've already used in like 77 other Nintendo games. And then some guy was, really drunk or high on the development team, probably Mia Hone. Maybe Mia Hone's hobby was playing the bongos at that time. He's just like bongo bongo bongo. They're like, hey, that's a great idea, we'll have him play the bongo 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 bingo bango bongo. Yes. Yeah, it was a precursor to Donkey Konga.
Yeah, they have some interesting theories.
Game theories?
Yeah.
Who plays bongo drums? What? Oh, wait, why is this the best medallion? Because it's purple?
She liked the design.
Alright, well, let me look at this design, Impa. I thought the fire one was the best design because it's basically the rebels from Star Wars. It's a triangle with 3 dots around it.
It's another interesting. Most theories are coinciding with the fact that Bongo Bongo does look like a decapitated head or so, and severed hands, and the fact that you go to the bottom of the well, which is a torture chamber, and even the shadow dungeon looks like somewhere where you would torture people.
Torture people by playing the bongos constantly?
No, meaning he was tortured.
Cry havoc and let slip the drums of war.
Yeah, and he's called a phantom, and phantom does kind of denote ghost, which is also brought up in many of the theories.
Is he,
and I say many of the theories, I only read 2.
Is he best friends with Phantom Ganon? Because all phantoms...
They're homie boys.
All phantoms know each other. Oh wait, that's racist.
Fanta, Fanta. One leg on your face, Fanta. All of a sudden you're fighting him, and then you start doing the tango.
Now excuse Fish while she goes to edit Fish mode again, so that the final boss is Fanta Ganon. And just orange Fanta is just spewing from his body like a soda machine.
Why does it have to be orange Fanta?
Because that's the best Fanta.
Ew. It's called irreconcilable differences or something.
I don't even know if I've even ever had Fanta. I much prefer Sunkissed. Nope, I've had Sunkissed, I've had Crush. Fanta was like, why would I ever drink that? It's
because like, Fanta, Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta, Fanta?
What's that soda the ICP love? Fago.
GG, you failed. You're a vole. We do not allow voles. 31 dungeon. And you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Nope, I sure don't.
Yeesh does. Yeesh is like, yeah. Throw the vole in the dungeon. Hitting the face with a wall makes you not suffer the consequences of falling from a high place.
I don't know what happened there. Don't do it, bitch! No, I did not come here to save you. I came here for gold skull chulas and heart pieces. Cover!
Fish, isn't like every single one of your videos shenanigans?
Probably. Is this where I came in? Yes, it is.
Hey, Doom was there when this happened. So were you! Rockman, you were here when this happened.
Doesn't mean I remember it.
I think Fish was just... What? That what? What?
I think your highlight broke song.
I think it broke you because you're not saying anything in chat anymore.
Oh, well, if it was Beta Quest, I don't pay attention to randomizers like that. I probably wasn't paying attention at all.
Rockman's very good at not paying attention and eating food that he shouldn't eat.
The hell do you mean by that?
You ate my steak.
You're never gonna let that go?
Nope. Just to remind you not to eat all my food again. I have to hold on to it to make sure it never happens again so I have food when I get home.
Wow. Steffi tweeted, "We are playing a game, come see what it is." Is it Apex Legends? Yeah, it is. Wow, they're live early. Wow.
Woo! Yay! Thank you for reminding me, Sam, because I was like, oh, when was the last time I talked to Sam? Oh, yeah!
No, Link to the Past randomizer is the only randomizer I like. I don't like other randomizers.
Yet.
Ever.
Yet.
Don't let her keep you down. Eat whatever the hell you want. And again, I
Ooh.
don't think I was supposed to go this way. Song throws leftovers away, so for some reason I thought if I don't eat this, she's gonna throw it away, not realizing that that wasn't the case. In my defense,
I was starving when I came home. Actually, no, I was asking him about it like well before I came home. I was like, hey, like there's plenty of leftovers, right? And it was like 2 hours before I came home, and he's like, no. And by I throw leftovers away, you do know it's like you say that without context. Like you say that without realizing how food is eaten in my house. Like usually what happens is we are extremely courteous in my house, trying to leave food for other people to eat. So what happens is like we constantly leave like a half meal or like one meal left of a certain item, like in case someone will want it. and then it just doesn't get eaten. And that's actually what happens, is we are too courteous. Yeah, no. No, we eat leftovers and stuff, and it's kind of like, so when we do spaghetti, we do a meat sauce. So I do fresh ground beef and then like a jar of sauce and stuff. Well, if you just did a jarred sauce and no meat in it, a thing of jarred sauce opened in the fridge can last like a long time. But if you put fresh meat in there, like it goes bad much faster because you don't want to eat like cooked meat past a certain amount of time. That, and we all have sensitive stomachs in my house. So if we're busy kind of like, how long ago was this made? We're more likely to toss it, unfortunately, because we're kind of like, we don't want to get sick. So it's like getting sick but no, we constantly have leftovers for like 2 days. It's usually on the third day, if we still have food around, that it's like, eh. Yeah, exactly, fish. Exactly. We do. We have too sensitive of stomachs to risk stuff like that. Yeah, no. Ugh.
I was not sure if I could get him to appear from here. So I got a gold skull chuli here, and now I get a heart piece here. Kid spaghetti, not what's all that weak old shit. Confused and lost here a lot.
What happens if we just put you, oh shit, I know the name of them.
This is not where I want to go. This takes you up here. This is not where I want to go.
Yeah, so if we took you to a Pueblo village, could we just make you be lost and confused for a while?
Did I just jump back into my cell of my own volition? I didn't know you could do that. That's not what I wanted to... For fuck's sake. I'm totally lost. spaghetti by the gallon? What? I'm hoping this is the fourth one, but I think it's the third one.
Oh, I will, however, admit the other reason food gets thrown out of my house is because I do the grocery shopping and my parents have no clue what they put on the list. So they have no idea what's bought because they refuse to actually go into the kitchen and look around at their own damn food. This is like a huge argument we have in my household, like monthly.
I mean, I'm familiar with all of those things that you said. It's just that, like, in past experience, I've had it where we would go out to dinner and you would bring leftovers home and they would just be put in the fridge, and then the next day you wouldn't eat them, and the next day you wouldn't eat them, and the next day, and then like, if it's after 3 days, you're never going to eat them, so it's just the whole leftovers were wasted.
Depends on what it was, but yeah. That, and sometimes it's kind of like, all right, we went out, and the next day you expect me to cook, and the next day you expect me to cook, and the next day you expect me to cook. One time, like, I had to throw out a sandwich today that I made on Monday because my boss decided to go to lunch. And then I didn't go to the office on Tuesday, and, like, on Tuesday I noticed that the bread had gone bad. So the same bread I used to make the sandwich on Monday, so it's like, well, now I can't eat the sandwich on Wednesday. Even though normally it would have been fine, I was like, I knew the bread went bad. And I buy very, very small amounts of bread. I buy the smallest amounts of bread I physically can at the grocery store. And it's kind of like, if they made smaller things of bread, I would be buying the smaller things of bread. Which sucks because, like, bigger stuff is cheaper. But it's like, I don't eat enough to buy that much. I get rolls. Okay, I get rolls and, like, White House rolls. And that's usually what I make my sandwiches with. And I hate cold bread. I hate cold bread so much.
You hate cold bread?
Yes.
Well, like, as far as I know, we don't have small rolls like the ones you get at my store. It's like, I've only ever had those types of rolls with you, and they're perfectly fine.
I mean, cold as in, like...
You make the
sandwich. Like, I don't like to... If I can get away with not freezing bread, because it just messes with the texture.
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm just... Like, normally when I would eat a sandwich made at home, I would just have normal-sized bread, but your bread is fine, too. The only time where I would freeze bread would be, like, if there was a thing where, like, there's a giant loaf of bread and it's buy one, get one free, and, like, then my mom would buy it and, like, put the other one in the freezer. But that's not something that happens very often at all.
We do have a bread maker. The best bread we make is cinnamon bread, and then you toast the cinnamon bread with cinnamon butter. And then you have more cinnamon on it. Then you add some more cinnamon.
Cinnamon overload?
Yeah, but not for it to be hot, though. It needs to be like sugary cinnamon. Buttery cinnamon. My parents like their toys. Well, more like my dad likes his toys. He's like, I'm going to buy this. Okay.
I want to.
But yeah, lots of times the reason leftovers from restaurants go bad is because, like, I might have leftovers in the fridge, but no one else does. And then people are asking me to cook them food. And so I eat the fresh cooked food. And then it's kind of like, well, Song, why don't you have leftovers for like your midnight snack? I don't have a midnight snack. I only eat about 2 meals a day, if that, sometimes, depending on how big one meal is. What are you poking at? Typey, typey. Typey, typey.
Don't worry about who I'm typing to.
So you're not typing to me. That's more what I was concerned with. I was like, I'm going to get an angry message soon. Obviously, if I'm physically active on a certain day, though, I definitely eat more.
I'm a crazy person who demands 3 meals a day. Hey, Song, look, it's your favorite part of the game.
Hey, look at my pretty little hand gesture I'm giving you. In my mind, because I'm too lazy to actually do the hand gesture. You think she's gonna get stuck coming up the stairs?
For fuck's sake.
She totally got stuck up the stairs.
Where the hell is she stuck? I did not want to speak to you.
I heard her.
I have no clue.
Yeah, that's really easy.
Apparently you just can't summon Epona here.
It's like I'm a bit over 5 foot, and that's the weight I should be at.
Time to become the ultimate master.
Ah! Thank you.
Heart piece. Missing one heart piece. 10 gold skull chulas. 5 are in the temple. I think I... One... Why do I... 1, 2, 3, 4... I can only think of 4. Catfish impersonation?
Wah!
Read the thing about the Ultimate Master.
Blah, 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 blah. Well, someone's offbeat.
So now I'm worried that I'm missing a gold skull chula.
It's messing with your mind.
It certainly is. Cannot hit the center of that bullseye to save my life.
I actually managed to do this on 3DS. I can't do it on the 64.
Please stop hitting 60s. Did you hit 100? Not even close. do that.
Are you the ultimate master now? Oh, what was it?
Wasteland, palm tree, arch. Okay. I think I know where they all are now.
And only when you figure that out could he actually become the ultimate master.
I'm trying to get an answer from DK and Steffi about how late they're going to be streaming and why they went live so early. I've not heard back from them. I told Song, but for those of you in chat, my plan for how far I want to get tonight is I want to get to the Spirit Temple, do the child side of the Spirit Temple, get all the stuff outside the dungeons, and then get the ice arrows, and then save the adult side of the temple for next time. And also, as you know, there's no Rockman and Ratmas stream tomorrow. So I want the finale of this game, I want to do it Saturday, 6:30 Central. I'm assuming that everyone's okay with that. If Cobra's going to stream it all, he'll probably do it at like 9 o'clock or something ridiculous as usual. So how about Saturday we'll finish this up with Adult Spirit Temple and Ganon.
If I can, I may be starting something on Sunday. Unless I feel like starting it tomorrow, Friday, because I don't actually work Friday.
We could just watch Top Chef.
For how long?
All night long. No, that's fine.
Only if you order and pay for pizza to be delivered to my house.
Ooh, pizza.
Deep dish from Chicago.
Sure. So that's 91 gold sculptures right now.
You want to go to the other room and get me a chocolate caramel thingy?
No.
Would you do it for me anyways? Can you actually kill this Poe?
Oh. Talking about beating this game without the fire arrows, apparently you could probably beat it without the lens of truth, and again, like anyone who does this without the lens of truth is insane. I'm not about that jazz.
If you do it without getting the seahorse.
Yeah, fuck that too.
Who did that?
I don't know, Gaming Guru?
Someone. Like, they literally, what is it called? Brute forced how to get through the darn thing without the seahorse because he didn't know about the damn seahorse. Yes, but Fish, like, you know that there at least is a seahorse. Did you do it without the seahorse like your first time playing? As an experienced veteran, it's in Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
As a seasoned veteran Fish, you can do any weird things you want, but I'm busy kind of like, why would someone think that it was supposed to be this hard?
Fish has a license to literally do whatever she wants.
Exactly. But no, like, I have problems when I'm watching someone do something in a video game and they're doing something incredibly hard because they're just not doing it right.
Yeah.
And then they complain that the video game's too hard, and I'm like, do you really not think there's an easier way? Oh, to get all of the baby Zora eggs, there's some in this like round cavernous thing underwater with these like giant sea serpents. In order to get there, you take a picture of one of the Gerudo pirates and show it to a fisherman who gives you the seahorse, and you release the seahorse near Pinnacle Rock, and the seahorse leads you safely there, and then you reunite the seahorse with his lovey or her. I don't know if the seahorse is male or female. And I have no problem usually if someone finds maybe a slightly different way of doing something than intended, or something like if it's roughly like the same difficulty. I have zero problems if it's the same difficulty and the person found and was kind of like, oh, I guess this is how you're supposed to do it, and it was unintended. I was like, whatever. But if you do it and you think like, oh, this intended way is so hard, and it's not the intended way, I'm just like,
Fire Temple? You mean people blindly doing Fire Temple first? Or like if somebody's already played the game, I love doing Fire Temple first, actually. I mean, there was something like that pissed me off. I've watched a lot of people play Portal 2 blind. Doom, what the hell's wrong with you?
Doom has not lived.
That's true. What Ratmus said is true. I mean, there was a person in Portal 2. I've watched a lot of people play Portal 2 blind, and I've only seen one person do this. So stupid. If you guys, whoever knows Portal 2, you know the part with Potatoes, where you're down in the Cave Johnson area and you come across Potatoes again, and you meet up with her, and she's like, take me back up to Wheatley, and then you put Potatoes on your gun and you go up back to Wheatley. Well, there's a speed running like trick you can do to skip that, and this fucking idiot playing the game blind, again, he thought it was the intended way, and he was like, why is this so hard? And he fucking brute forced it, not the intended way, and did that and skipped it, which is like major plot that he skipped and didn't realize it, and that pissed me off like rage freaking fire.
What was he doing? Thinking, what do you have to do in order to do that? So that, like, he was like, okay, yeah, explain it more fully to me who knows the game.
Well,
Your fingers will remember the requiem. You're supposed to glare at me for that one.
Well, first of all, in order to miss potatoes, you have to not see what the game wants you to see, and that's the giant sign that says control room where you're supposed to go. And I've seen a lot of people not see that, which is so stupid. It's like there's so much in the game that's trying to direct your eyes over there. You look and you see the control room with potatoes in it, and he didn't see that. But you're supposed to, you try and fling yourself to the elevator.
Oh, okay.
And you can't.
For some reason, I was thinking you were talking about when you put Wheatley in the thing and you're falling. No, you're talking about that potato skip.
Yeah, but the game intends you to try to fling there and fail, and then say, "Oh, well, I guess that's not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I should look around. Oh, here's a giant thing that says control room. Maybe that's important." But
hey, Cobra.
Hey, Cobra, how's it going? Okay, so what have I done here?
Yeah, because I've seen you do that skip, and now I know what you're talking about. Because I was in the wrong, time place. I was putting you at Wheatley losing control, not...
Yeah, Zoda, I think I got stuck there myself for a while, and like I said, I've seen a lot of people blind play the game, and a lot of people get stuck for an unreasonable amount of time at that area. It's not unusual, so don't feel too bad about it.
I'm kind of sad that y'all didn't get to see me play that game blind, but I was really trying to play it fast so that I could do co-op with you. Because I'm sure some of that would have been how the freak is she doing this so fast? Because I didn't get I got stuck in some places, but... See, it took me far longer, Dragmire. It took me several days, but I kept getting headaches. And I still, some days are worse than others playing it. Some days I will continue to get headaches while playing it. I'm like...
If you're saying you beat Portal 2 blind in 4 hours, that's really good. Because
yeah.
Blind, it should take you at least 8 hours, if not more.
Yeah.
80% blind. Okay.
Yeah, 4 hours is good. What? 4 hours is still what I do it as. Ish? Maybe less, maybe 3. It's been a while now, though.
Yes, man.
You're in It's Been. Your presents that I discussed with you that I'm going to get you for your birthday, even though it's already been your birthday, I'm going to wait till there's a sale on the site.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I didn't think you desperately needed them right now.
Wait, so you're talking about 4 hours for the co-op? That's still pretty good.
What was it? Before I finished the game, we did co-op with some of the stuff that I hadn't done yet in the game, but I was kind of yeah, let's do it. I already understand the mechanics because I've seen you do it before.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You played through the co-op.
Hey, Rockman, not that I want to backseat you, but I wonder if there was a faster way to get to the graveyard.
Well, maybe there was.
Are you like glaring at me on the inside for that remark? Or you feel fishing yourself?
Both.
Yeah. Oh, Cobra, I'll make a full announcement later, but you did get slightly outvoted for the game. I will start possibly tomorrow, possibly Sunday. But I'm going to be doing Okami. Because Rockman will want the achievements, and also it'll be easy to play while you're doing Metroid, because I don't want you to watch the game anyway. It's like, you don't watch my stream, I don't watch your stream. Like, it works, right? This is where you're supposed to look.
Okay, so I could go back to the future and get the last heart piece plus 1 gold skulltula.
Wait, did you get that thing and I didn't mark it off? Go to your inventory. Yes, you got the thing and I didn't mark it off.
What thing?
I got it.
Whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and do the child side. I might just go ahead and save the ice arrows for next time then, since doing this is probably going to take at least a half an hour and clean up and stuff. Blah 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 blah.
That's a problem, Sam. Oh, that does remind me.
Doom, if I had a strategy guide, I bet it would wonder about what the plural of this enemy is. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking. Probably gonna make fire keys, but killed the Skulltula. I'm glitched. I tried to use the boomerang, and a fire keys hit me, and I was frozen, couldn't move, couldn't do anything.
There are far worse glitches.
You're looking at the plural of Anubis. Anubis. Mega Drives. Prison break. I think I've got 2 Skulltulas in here so far. Lizard Warriors!
Wait, what was the last school truthly you got?
It was in this room. I don't know what the room's called.
Okay. Like the room you're in. Okay, cool.
there another lizard warrior? I thought there was a chest with bomb shoes in here. Here it is.
He is playing the 1.0 part, Dragmire.
I think that's a Master Quest where you need fire arrows here. Yes. Literally the only bugs, yes. Yes, at least 24.
You know what else also has bugs in it?
What?
Blasters.
Bug blasters?
Watch out for their pooters.
Sonic Jam has an easy mode for Sonic 3 and how are you playing Sonic Jam right now, Cobra? Is that what you want to play when you come visit me again?
Is that the way I should play Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Maybe. Why couldn't they just Din's fire that anyways? This is going a complete wrong
Aren't you on a
direction.
timer for it?
Really? You have to light all 3 of these torches before they run out, yes.
Really, Doom? Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. And then I'm gonna brag that I beat the game. And all of you will, like, revolt against me.
Is there a bug?
Ow, Sunny.
Thanks for the host, Sunrose.
How are you? How's this Twitch singing?
Praise the sun.
Carpe diem? I don't think think that's the purpose of karaoke. Karaoke, I don't believe, is about people singing well, but the enjoyment of the process of singing, expressing yourself.
The stick is going to help me with the gold spatula.
You're totally gonna do my strats, right? Bomb shoot, bomb shoot, bomb shoot, bomb shoot, bomb shoot.
Song strats.
I don't even think I woke it up. I think I just started throwing bomb shoes at it.
Turn.
Isn't that satisfying?
Satisfying not to die. My bomb shoot count going down is kind of not satisfying.
Kaboom!
That son of a bitch owl is watching.
I remember that my arms usually hurt after Wii boxing.
Random cockadoodle-oo.
Hey, guess what? Now you're wearing the Goron bracelet, but it's not in your inventory anymore.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Mind blown.
Ow. Minions!
I'm gonna check. Are you sure maybe the Goron bracelets don't show up as a kid, but not as an adult?
Go for it.
I'd love to get this cutscene over with.
Because I think I had the same discussion with how they keep the gold scale, even though you should not have the gold scale.
Where? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're
Nope.
right. Silver gauntlets grayed out.
And the gold scale. When you should have the silver as a child.
Can't Child Link use the golden scale?
Yeah, exactly. But how did you go back in time with it? Like, all your other, like, future stuff is grayed out.
Well,
But the gold scale is something from the future that you can use in the past.
Well, I
Good night, Agnes.
I take that to mean that it's not that he's losing the stuff that's grayed out. It's just that he
It's unavailable to you because it's in the future.
No, because
Future.
No, he has it all. It's just he can't. It won't. These tunics don't fit a kid. These boots don't fit a kid. The sword is too much for him. But he has them all in subspace wherever he keeps all this crap. He still has. He has the megaton hammer and the hook shot. He just can't use them.
Future.
people in chat, you
Actually, no,
agree
I
with
take
me
that
or
back
Song?
because you get some of those bottles in the future and you can use them as a child. That's also weird.
Not to mention, like, what if I picked up, what if I was out of bombs as a kid? I go to the future, I
You
pick up
can
some
pick up.
bombs.
Can't you pick up Neru's love as a kid?
Um,
Can you?
I would think so.
I would think so too. Okay. My dog's
Okay, what did let's see. Okay. First, I'm going to get a fairy to go back into my bottle. Okay, so I can go to the future and I can get the last heart piece and 2 more gold skulltulas, which is what I'm going to do. And then I'll probably stop. Oh, bye, Ratmus. Oh, dang. See, if I was there, they would have got first. Ha 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 ha. Just like, I mean, all these kid items, I didn't leave them in the past. It's just that adult Link is too stupid to know how to use Deku Sticks. Or Magic Beans, apparently. Well, maybe he's not too stupid. The guide says he's too stupid to use Deku Sticks. Maybe he's not too stupid to use the beans. It just doesn't make sense, obviously, to plant them in the future. No!
So what are you doing now?
Getting 2 gold skulltulas and a heart piece.
Why?
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 Because it's my job.
You paid?
Yes, I get paid to 100% this game. I should.
Am I supposed to mention Epona to you?
No.
Am I supposed to mention that you could like totally forest song and then go to that place with the swimmy?
pretty sure I've done that, Doom. Well, no, I mean, I've had friends get achievements for me, but I've never paid them, I don't think. But there was this one, I might have paid one person, because this one person that I didn't really know, I was luckily found him and he was willing to do Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which was one of the worst fucking goddamn games for achievements ever. I don't remember, like, it, whatever I paid him or gave him in exchange for doing that, I don't remember. I don't remember how I paid him or what I paid him or if I paid him, but I don't think he would have done it for free.
What did I get for Hatchet?
Yeah, I mean, Cobra got paid in Giordano's and Portillo's, so song probably the same. But yeah, mostly it was just friends who were happy to help. But there was a couple, at least one time I can remember, that Mortal Kombat versus DC. Shit. God damn it! I am in the right place, aren't I? Cartridge.
And what?
What?
Huh?
You mean to them? I just didn't want to be a jerk, or too much of a jerk. I definitely, I mean, I talked about it in vague terms and I sort of implied certain things, but I didn't come out and like throw stuff in their face because I didn't want to be a jerk. So apparently he wants me to be a jerk. I'll be a jerk if he wants me to. I mean, he talked to
It's one of those things where it's like he's happily doing his own stream, but why would he go to the barbecue and just start talking about things they don't like?
Yeah, and that too. But we did talk about it. I swear we talked about it somewhat. Like he,
Yeah, there was some discussion, like some light, but not.
He was talking about how he didn't like the show Gotham. And I'm sure, you know, none of you watch Gotham or care, but it's, you know, it's about Bruce Wayne and Jim Gordon and people in Gotham before he becomes Batman because he's like a young adult. And he was complaining about how stupid it was and saying things like, all it is like, hey, look at that guy. He likes riddles. I wonder, like, that's not how it is. It's like, I don't understand, like, you know, people, like, it's not like Batman and the Riddler and everyone just came into existence as adults. You know, they were born and they grew up and things happened and there was reasons why they became who they are. So, like, why is it not good to, like, have a show that explores that? And it's, of course there's people like the Riddler and the Penguin and stuff, and it's not showing you them for the purposes of stupid fan service. It's showing you them for the purpose of this is who they are and this is who their arc and this is how things happen. It's a legitimate show. It's the same as Smallville. It's like this.
Well,
This
see, I don't
is
see how
Clark
you can
before
say that much about Ready Player One. Of course, I've had enough argument. Oh, like, I like the movie. I just think of it as so unrealistic to what would happen
I
in
don't
real
agree
life.
with. Yeah, I don't even agree with Song's criticism of it. To be honest.
Exactly, and I know he doesn't. Because I'm busy kind of like, it's a nice movie. I enjoy watching it. I think it's fun to watch. There is no way in hell it is at all realistic. Because that's not how societies do society. What is the phrase I'm looking for?
See, again, like the reason society was obsessed with those things was because
No.
the guy.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying, like, if you explore how societies grow and become cultures and become societies, like, what the movie is suggesting is just not historically inaccurate to how societies actually just grow. Like yes, I could see something like that significantly changing society. However, it's just kind of like there's too many things in real life that would remain in real life. Especially since they like clearly show at the end of the movie, they're like, these are lawyers. You need them. And I'm like, exactly, because there's laws. Because there's governments. Because there's ways that countries run. Because as much as you have fun doing this stuff, like, you have to sign this paper to pay rent and pay your rent.
You can do that in virtual.
No.
Like, I totally disagree.
No, I mean, you have to literally sign papers on legality things.
No, you can do it virtually.
No, you can't.
Yeah. If they had technology like that, yes, you could, I argue. I want to end the stream.
Okay.
So I have gotten every heart piece. And I'm missing 2 gold skull chulas, which are in the adult spirit temple. I'm obviously also missing ice arrows. My plan is to start next stream, do the... yeah, I don't know. My plan is to do ice arrows first, then this dungeon. Why I want to do it in that order, I have no fucking idea. That's just the way I want to do it. So, ice arrows, then the spirit temple, then we should have everything, then Ganon. It's going to be... Yeah, Doom, watch the movie, tell us your opinion on it. So my plan is Saturday, 6:30 Central, finish Ocarina of Time, no guide challenge. No Rockman Ramus tomorrow, movie night Wayne's World tomorrow. Song says she's getting back to streaming either Friday or Sunday. So yeah, I hope the barbecue's still live because I want to raid them. So, and then I have to eat, and they want me to download the new game. So,
am I allowed to say "eat" with the quotation marks or something? Now.
No. Somebody in my following is doing Super Mario Sunshine. I just lost my appetite. I'm just kidding. Alright, so yeah, thanks. I think I've saved about 1 million times.
What, a Ready Player One? I got a book about someone in war. That'd be a much more interesting book than the one I got.
Thanks for watching, hosting, and all that nonsense. That's the end of stream. Bye, everyone.